Good evening and welcome to the Big Dick Brigade. As you know by now, I am your commissioner for this season. We'll jump straight into it before opening it up to the media for further questions. We'll start with the proposed date for the auction / the draft, with the pre-season starting on pre-season week 1 on Thursday, August 12th. I thought that the Friday following those opening 2 games, the Friday, August 13th, would be the perfect date for the auction night. We are willing to host. There will be an auction board present, a proper board. That's not a Ryan Neeson fucking whiteboard, absolute garbage. The format at this stage is to be as previous years. It's a $200 budget, standard scoring, single quarterback. There is talk of a 2 QB league. We're waiting on the constitution to determine whether we're actually allowed to make a change this late in the process. Further questions that were hypothesized and proposed in the group we will get to. I'd like to start by throwing out to the audience any questions from any of the reports.
Legit.
Yes, Matthew.
Oh, Jack Legit, thanks for your time this evening. My first question is about the auction board that you referred to earlier.
Yep. Saying
that it's going to be a, quote, proper auction board.
Yes.
What do you mean by that, and what kind of features will it entail?
First of all, the physical nature of the board will exceed 1 square metre at an absolute minimum. We're talking at least a minimum length of 1 metre, and it should be at least a height of 1 metre as well. I'm not saying it'll be exactly 1 square metre, but the overall surface area will be at least 1 square metre or larger. It won't necessarily be square, but for those that are familiar with areas of shapes, the overall width times the height will equal greater than 1 metre squared. The physical properties is likely to be made of a carded back. The individual prices will be placed on there through the use of likely a sticker bitch, going back to the roots of this league, which there are 2 options at this stage. There is a self-nomination applicant form, which will be released in the coming couple of days if you wish to be the sticker bitch. Otherwise, we have already had John Donahoe nominated as a potential sticker bitch after backflipping on his last year's claims that if he was beaten by Niso that he would exit the league. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure Donis is back in the league. There will be, we're expecting an individual press conference from Donis to explain certain allegations and the reason behind the backflip, but that shall all be approached in due course. At this stage, we do have an impending confirmation that he will be in the league, which I'm glad to hear. In terms of others that we're waiting for 100% committal from, I'm yet to hear from DK or Ned to confirm that they are 100% back in the league. We will confirm these in the coming weeks. There is also a question back at you, Ellis, wondering why you're so bad in the playoffs. Do you mind answering this now?
I'd like to answer, first of all, by thanking my fans for being with me along the journey. I'd like to fully dispute the claims that I underperform in the playoffs, since that I was able to make the playoffs my first year, and I have progressed further and further every year since being in the league. And if you add in the math, 22 plus.
Dropping out there, Matthew. That's a shame. I'm not sure what happened there. G'day, Ryan.
The host has muted me, and I'd rather you not say that again.
Ben sucks.
But I've improved every year, so it's logical that I'll win this year. And in fact, I'm going to guarantee a win right now.
Wow.
My next question, Ted, for you, Ted Edward Ligety, is to do with the time value of money. We've been told that the $200 being committed to the league this year.
Yep.
I'm not sure what the breakdown will be for winner and runner-up, but I'm wondering how the money will be held, because obviously participants will have to input their money before the season starts. And I'm wondering how this impacts the prize money. Are we going to put it in a bank term deposit, or should we put it all in Verizon, as the share price is currently lower than when Warren Buffett bought it months ago, the greatest investor of all time, and we could see not only dividends, but a sneaky return on capital?
It is something being currently investigated. The one way or another, all the money being put into the league will be held in a secure safety deposit box. It will be encrypted 3 times, I've heard, so that the money is safe from, well, theft. As to what it's going to be pegged to at this stage, we don't have confirmation. Obviously, a term deposit is certainly an option, whether we're going to get enough of a return over the 4.5 months that the money will be sitting there, assuming that we go ahead with the standard 17-week season. As for alternatives that we can peg it to, we just want to be sure that we're not going to lose out on the commission and the actual buying and brokerage fee. So we will consider this as part of the investing process. I certainly endeavour to, well, I can break down the overall league money. It's going to be 70% of the prize pool goes to the winner, 20% to second place, and then 10% / your, at this stage, your money back to that who finishes third. So we will confirm all. There will be a new tiebreaker in place, being that total points will now play a greater role over this year in terms of deciding who misses out. So it will not be, there will still be league based in terms of the head-to-head matchup, but the tiebreaker will be total points. Further to this, we'll just try and wrap this up so that those that want to get on the beers can. Sebi has just entered the league in terms of entered the group. Sebi, right?
Ted, we'd like to clarify, when you say 10%, is that money back, or is that 10% of the league total?
10% will be money back, assuming at this stage that we either go for 10. Otherwise, it will be money back if we
Would the 70 and 20 be of the league total, or how does that work? The math isn't adding up. Are you trying to arbitrage the league with your fellow betting account?
70, 20, and 10 adds up, mate. So
10% is not your money back, mate.
if there's 10 people, it is your money back.
Are you only having a 10-person league?
At this stage, we've got 10 committed individuals.
What?
How does this factor in if you have more than 10 in? Will the prize money change?
At this stage, no. I'm happy to stick with 70, 20, and 10. So 10, if you finish third, you get more than your money back. So if you're happy enough with that, you can shut up and sit down. I've got other people to get to. Sebastian, are you happy to unmute and ask any questions you've got there? I guess not. We'll follow on to the next question. Does Tim James need to expand his research and actually watch games rather than follow his forum nerds? I'm not enforcing this as a rule. I quite like the way that Tim goes about coming up with random shit that he's read online. Usually it's garbage. He's well inclined and well within his rights to listen to these forums, follow these forums. He doesn't have a great track record when it comes to this league. So we'll leave him to that. Donners has put forward some questions that don't really seem relevant, asking about Josh Kelly. As far as I was aware, there wasn't a Josh Kelly of any fantasy relevance to the NFL, John. You're going to have to lift your game if you are to be in this league again. So can you please sort that shit out, mate. As for that, it appears to be a bit of a wrap. Hopefully, like I suggested at the start, I will see all of you on Friday, the 13th of August, for what's likely to be a 6:45 arrival, 7 p.m. auction get off. And we want to go from there. Do have a late submission. Who looks more like a gnome? Ryan or I'd go with Ryan.
You there, Edward?
Yes.
Did we cover the defensive special teams situation?
Yes, we are actually in the middle of a royal commission into the defensive scoring allegations against Jack Lloyd's commissionership last year. He is set to take the stand in the coming couple of days. And then I'm sure following the findings of the report, he will be coming out with his own press conference, and the findings shall be released within the day or two of his statement. But yes, there is an ongoing investigation into the defensive scoring issues that were experienced last year, and I am committed to making sure that we do not have any issues along those lines this year.
One more question, if possible.
Yes.
What are the chances we book out a venue for the draft with a few frothies, etc.?
This is an open possibility. Oh, that's the warning to get this thing done. There is a chance of that. We do have a loose commitment from one venue in Glen Iris already that are willing to host. There are ongoing discussions with the possibility of booking a function room at a couple other venues. We will try and confirm this within the next couple of weeks so we can get that firm locked in date. Anyway, as all things do come to an end, it's 5:15. That's my ending, so I need to keep this under 15 minutes to get it uploaded. So until next time, it's been a pleasure. Sadly brought to you by Rivet.